Welcome to the Mother Wellness Podcast. I am your host, Sylvia. On this podcast, we talk about all things motherhood and wellness, from mental health, maternal health, parenting tips and tricks, and many, many more. Stay tuned for our current episode. Hello. Welcome back to the Mother Wellness Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Sylvia and I am your host. I am a mom of two, occupational therapist, author, and the founder of Mama's Mental Health Renewal, formerly Mother Wellness OT Services. Welcome to episode 11 of the Mother Wellness Podcast. Today's episode is talking about how your mindset affects your life. I have been quite reflective in the last couple of weeks as I realised that I was getting low in mood, losing the momentum, and had low motivation. So I have been going through seasons where I have a lot of energy, a lot of momentum. I'm really working on my business, really working on helping mothers manage their mental health, which is an area I'm so passionate about. And I can keep going and going and going. I have a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, and I go for it, and then suddenly I just crash. And I think one of the biggest factors that is affecting me is my mindset. Mindset, I believe, is our thought patterns and our beliefs and our values and the way they have an impact on our everyday actions and behaviors. That's my interpretation of mindset. Mindset means that your mind is set, your mind is fixed on a certain pattern, certain thought process, and because of that mindset, you decide whether to do or not to do something. That's how I understand mindset. So I believe that I've had a negative and fixed mindset with regards to growing as a business owner. I am also employed full time in a job, and I've been obviously an employee for a very long time, for about 11 years, since I qualified as an occupational therapist. And I think I'm still in that season of trying to get used to being a full-time working employee, but also transitioning into becoming a self-employed business owner. And I am still a mum. I also volunteer in the church as a singer, and I'm a daughter, I'm a friend, so I have other roles and responsibilities that I am currently undertaking. However, everything that I've managed to accomplish, everything that I've managed to achieve is determined by my mindset. I remember having a difficult time when I was in university and, with my courses, with doing the practical aspect of the course because we had to go on practical placements and realizing that no, I don't, despite all this that has happened, I know and I am determined that I am going to get through this course. I am going to qualify as an occupational therapist, despite all the challenges, despite the difficulties that I've had. I believe and I know that I'm called to be an occupational therapist, and through that mindset and determination and drive, and with the support of family and friends, I was able to graduate successfully. So what I want you to think about now is, how have you been thinking? What is your mindset with regards to motherhood, your job, your finances, your relationships with other people, your self-care, and so many different areas of your life? How are you thinking? And as a result of that mindset, what are the physical results that you can see? So, for example, because I've had a negative mindset about business, for example, I haven't been able to start or commence a business as I wanted because of my mindset. And therefore, I've really been thinking about why that is. And I think there's a bit of self-sabotaging behavior. Mindset is a big one. Procrastination. The mindset is the biggest factor that I can think of that is having an impact on me with regards to business. And I think that, how we think about ourselves as mothers, for example, that will determine the way we parent our children. And if I think, for example, that I'm not a good mom, that will then show up in either things that happen with my children, the way they communicate, the things that I do or don't do for my children, for example. So I want you to reflect on and think about, What is your mindset concerning different areas of your life? What is the result of, what is the practical physical outcome of your mindset been? So it could be a good or bad, it could be positive or negative. Whatever your mindset is on an area, think about how that's affecting you. And one of the things that's helped me the most to manage my mindset is to have support, to have accountability. So I am part of two main coaching communities, and I believe that they've had a drastic impact on how I've been able to move forward and achieve so many things. Especially my biggest dream for a long time was to become an author. And by the way, if you want to get my book, the book is called How Are You Mama? Managing Motherhood, Maintaining Your Mental Health, and Finding the Drive to Pursue Your Passions. It's available on Amazon. I will put the link in the show notes. And for me, being able to become an author and publish my book on Amazon was such a joy. And I want that for you. Accountability and support has been my biggest driver in achieving the things I want to achieve. And this is the reason why I have come up with a 21-day challenge called the 21-Day Wellness Workshop for Mamas. So this challenge includes 21 wellness tasks that I send in a private group. There is also several bonuses, including my sleep bundle, you get a free copy of the ebook that I just talked about, and you get a live workshop to ask any questions you want, as well as support within the private group for 21 days. The challenge is starting from the 3rd to the 23rd of October 2022, less than 2 weeks away. If you're listening within a few weeks of this podcast coming out, I would love for you to join me. If you want any more information or the links, please look in the show notes, or feel free to email me at mentalhealthrenewal, that's one word, at gmail.com. I look forward to speaking to you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Take care, Mama. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope the episode resonated with you. For more information or support, please feel free to go on my website, www.sylviaboahene.com, which is SylviaBoahene.com. Or follow me on my social media pages, Mama's Mental Health Renewal, on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. I will include the links to their websites and social media handles on my show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode. If you also want to get a copy of the book, How Are You Mama? Managing Motherhood, Maintaining Your Mental Health, and Finding the Drive to Pursue Your Passions, there are copies available on Amazon. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.